Hello, all you hardcores out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here nobody dare say. Is that right? Puppy Parsons. Right. Let's just get a bit of focus on here. So I don't know what I'm doing at best of times with all this tech carry on. Right. First things first, couple of shout outs. Racers Now YouTube, that's Smido's channel about horse racing. Jump over there and get a subscribe for me, will you? Help him out. He's a good pal of mine, and he's going to be coming on Porky's Corner at least once a month from now on. All right, so give Smido a like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a look at his stuff as well. Some good tips on there. Other shout out for Porky's International. That's our sister channel. Well, we're always there or thereabouts, aren't we? Super Bean. It was Bean. I've changed your name to Super Bean now that you beat cancer. I'm looking forward to the Sky documentary about how you beat it, your time out of the sport, and who the doctors were and what treatment you had. Because you're like Superman. And I want to know why Sky are not having you back. So I've emailed Sky and I'm looking forward to a reply from Sky. How's about that, eh? All right, Bean. You're like Superman. You left Sky to try other things and ended up working in boxing. Pop, pop, bang on that one. Once you tell a lie, Super Bean, you got to tell another or you shut it down. You know. You know. Right. The Gad explaining his comments about who he thought a win between Big Meech and Triple Knee. Eh? Why do you have to explain yourself to people? Just because Don Charles got stuck into you and said it's fake love and all that. Look, end of the day, he's playing victim, isn't he? That's what they do. People like that. They play victim. But he's a good trainer and, you know, he's getting credit now, but he's going on and on and on about how he's been badly done to. There's a lot of people been wronged in boxing, a lot worse than him, mainly fighters, not trainers. He's not in ring, is he, Don Charles? He's not in ring taking blows. He's a trainer, isn't he? All right, although he has fought, hasn't he, apparently, but let's have it right. He's not in the ring. Oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself, Don Charles. You're in the mix now. You're not short of a few quid. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. All right? You're not at food banks, are you, like Big Malk? Sat there with begging bowl out. Charity this and charity that. We all know what charity means in boxing, don't we? Be very careful what you do with money in boxing if it's for charity. Give it to a gym. Give it to a gym like people do, like Gary from Welcome Estates, or I give a few quid to off that clothing line I had with K Official to Josh Wales' gym, helping with his plastering. So give it to a gym. All right. All this, give it to so and so, and he'll give it to a charity. And all. I never buy into all that. I remember Asif Valley handing buckets out at Dennis's shows. I said, Dennis, that Asif Valley's handing buckets out again. He says, what charity this time is it? I said, it's to help people to bury who can't afford to bury the kids and all that. Well, we have a state for that, don't we, that sort all that. So, got to be very careful what you do in boxing. There's no such thing, in my opinion, as charity. All right. Because if I were donating, I'd want to see where the money went. So I don't trust nobody in boxing with that. I don't like to see people coming out with begging balls out for charities and that. Sponsored walk this and sponsored walk that. Yeah, and handing buckets out and all that. Isn't that right, Jim Hope? You, with your raffle that nobody ever gets to see winner of. We've got the concessions in South Yorkshire and York Hall as well. Now, I don't buy into all that. All fiddlers, a lot of them, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah. We've spoke about the fast love. Fake love quote from Don Charles. The Gad, I'm going to defend you on that. The Gad. You picked Big Meech to win, and he lost. That's it. If Don Charles doesn't like it, he can lump it, can't he? He's basking in glory now, but it is what it is, isn't it? He could be down road in 2 months. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I had to laugh when he said he could have easily gone to drink or drugs or to escape and all that. Don, it's probably what you need, that Don. It's probably what you need, mate. Hey? Well, it's looking like the rematch is on, isn't it? My man in the dam's telling me. The rematch is on. AJ Dubois, they're going to go at it again. The challenger getting whooped like that, and the rematch is on. Oh my God. You couldn't make that up, could you? So, but I called it. But it's not worthy of a rematch, is it? So, Porky, what do you think about Paintgate? Somebody threw some paint on Sandy Ryan before a fight and she got beat. Will we be talking about it if she'd have won? No. So, Sandy Ryan, get over it. All right. It's a bit of paint. That's all it was, a bit of paint. Get over it and go again, don't you? Pick yourself up, dust yourself down and go again. You got £250,000, didn't you, for it? £250,000. It's not bad, is it? Eh? Considering 99% of people think women's boxing is utter pony. Well, that's what they think, isn't it? People think it's pony, don't they? Women's boxing. I mean, in Terry Harper's weight division at UK, there's 12 women. Wow. So already, as soon as you turn pro, you rank number 12 in Britain. It's not bad, is it? Amzad Shearer signed to Gold Star. Is that their second fighter now? Tyson Fury and Amzad Shiraz? Spencer Brown? He's the go-to guy. He couldn't get John Fury and Mickey Theo on, could you, Spencer? All them emails and conversations we had with you messers, you couldn't do it, could you? It's not hard. It's not hard, really, though, is it? It's not hard at all to put fights on when you've got a backer like that Triple T, is it? You've got that Saudi with millions and millions and millions. A 10-year-old kid could put fights on, couldn't he, really? Do you want to fight for X amount? Do you want to fight this person for X amount? Yes, there you go. That's it. It's not rocket science. All these people who are negotiating this, negotiating that. It's pretty simple, really. Do you want to fight him for millions of pounds? Do you want to fight him for millions of pounds? Yes or no? Yes, yes. There you go. That's it. So it is what it is, isn't it? No. But like I said, you couldn't get Big John Fury, big fighting man, in the ring or on the hard road. You couldn't get him to agree to fight Mickey Theo. So, it is what it is, isn't it? You kept moving goalposts, didn't you, Spencer? But you did try, but what can you do when you're working with somebody that's got no arsehole? The Gad's come out and he said it's going to be February. AJ Dubois, February. October, November, December, January, Feb. 4.5 months. I could get behind that. I can get behind that. That means they're going to be in training camp at Christmas. So you're probably looking at March, aren't you? Probably looking at March. What do I think to Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? I think it's pony. What do I think to Canelo Crawford? Well, we have weight divisions for a reason, don't we? It's only a few years ago, Crawford were fighting Ricky Burns for world title at lightweight. That's 9 stone 9. It's only a couple of years ago. Canelo were pinging Kovalev front ring at light heavyweight. That's 175. That's a 40-pound weight difference. So we've got a small man against a bigger man. So, but in my opinion, Crawford, he's ready to be plucked now. And Canelo's there to be plucked as well. People don't agree with me when I say that about Canelo being there to be plucked. He's going to be plucked any day again. Bivol plucked him, didn't he? Mayweather plucked him. So it is what it is, isn't it? Is anybody fed up of hearing Eddie Hills going on about Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia? and it's a landmark case for boxing. Look, what will happen is this: Eddie will have a bit of leverage with suing Garcia. So to get that suing thing gone, Garcia's going to have to sign for a rematch. It's just a bit of leverage. That's all it is. That's all it is. Once they've served them papers on him, Garcia's got to mess about with lawyers and all that. And his head will be fried with court cases and lawyers wanting retainers. And Eddie will say, look, I can make all that go away if you just rematch Devon. It'll be massive. What can you imagine, Eddie? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Could you imagine the intense beef for that fight? Calling one of them a drug cheat because he battered him. They'll be able to sell it like that. So watch what happens. Ryan Garcia and Devon Haney are going to have a rematch, and there's going to be no lawsuit. Watch it unfold. So they're in driving seat now. They've done that, so they'll be able to get him to the ring. Eddie will be thinking at Spondoolies, won't he? The old Bunsen burner. So it is what it is, isn't it? Big Malk sat at home behind his big bins. You know why we call him Big Malk? Because his ideas are big. Well, Big Malk, aka Spencer Fearon, he'll be sat at home now, doing interview after interview after interview, and it's become boring. It's become boring, hasn't it now? Oh, Big Malk, you bore me to death. But Big Malk's come out and he said he's a personal friend of AJ's. Personal friend. Well, how come you were sat in Gods at Wembley then if you're a personal friend of AJ's? I don't get that, but you're in Gods. Well, you'd be working with, wouldn't you? I'm a personal friend of AJ. Oscar Rivers failed the drug test as well as Dylan White. No, he didn't. Now you're a personal friend of AJ's. Oh my God. I've heard you not. AKA Skins. He's telling somebody I know that you're not. So Big Malk, stop telling whoppers, you whopper. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give Big Malk his props for once because he came out with something in an interview. Somebody sent me it, and he's saying you don't throw an uppercut from the outside. That's correct. You only throw uppercuts when you're in close. So well done, Big Malk. And Joshua tried to do that. Very amateurish, wasn't it? Very amateurish. So it is what it is, isn't it? Somebody's asked me, what did I think to that McVicker film? I've seen it before years ago. It's a good film. Good film. I'm going to watch Unlawful Entry tonight with Kurt Russell and Ray Liotta about the psycho cop. So it's supposed to be a good film, Unlawful Entry. I'm going to watch that tonight. So we want to know, will Anthony Joshua let his hands go in rematch? I don't think he will. I don't think he will. He's chinny. Punch resistance has gone. When you let your hands go, you're threatening something coming back. And like I said, you got Dubois there. He's a bit of a monster, isn't he, Dubois, really? So I see Dubois just pinging him all over. I'll tell you one trainer that it's not been mentioned in this Anthony Joshua lottery. I mean, we all know Ben Davidson's going to be up road, don't we? Because if it happens again on Ben Davidson's watch, he'll get blamed, won't he? So unless he can negotiate Ben to work for chicken feed, I don't know, because he's not on 10%. He don't pay 10% big meat. But one trainer that's not been mentioned is Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas has got a good track record with heavyweights, hasn't he? He worked with Mike Tyson, didn't he? Till he put a gun to Mike Tyson's head for molesting his niece and let the gun off, and then Custy Amato fired him, didn't he? They brought in Rooney. But the point I want to make is this. Yeah, it's a true story, that. Mike Tyson, a nonce. But one trainer that has not been mentioned, Teddy Atlas. I mean, the others are all like auditioning, aren't they? Tunde Ajayi, aka Lion Bars in the Fridge, he's like auditioning for it, isn't he? He's all things Team AJ at the moment. Then we've got Dave Colwell, aka Bombay Dave. He's auditioning for AJ Lottery Stakes, isn't he? Then we've got Johnny Bravo, aka Shane McGuigan. He's thrown his hat into the ring, hasn't he? And then we've got Tony Sims, aka Slow Tony. You know what I mean? And we call him Slow Tony because have you ever heard him speak? Eh? It reminds me of Joe Biden, old Slow Tony. So that's his nickname. But it's going to be one of them five. I won't say Davidson and get another shot at it. I've heard he in anyway. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. They're more or less gagging to train him out. The Slow Tony, Johnny Bravo, Bombay Dave, and Lion Bars in the fridge. They're all hanging out the back of AJ. It's a bit embarrassing, really. A bit embarrassing from Shane McGuigan, Johnny Bravo. I thought he had a bit more integrity than that, but everybody's an expert, aren't they? Well, like I said last week, who's to say that Daddy Don Charles, the man of the moment, ain't going to get fired by Stan the Man Dubois, and then he could end up in AJ's corner because he'll know how to beat Dubois, won't he? But I'm going to throw a name into the mix here. Mark Tibbs. He won 11 straight fights with Dylan White and they parted 11-0 with Dylan. Dylan left him and got iced by an old man, Povetkin. So it is what it is, isn't it? So well done to Kelbrook and Carl Froch and Duke McKenzie for coming out saying that AJ's got a beard problem. You know, he's weak around the old whiskers. Well done to them three for coming out and saying that. Well done. Why won't Eddie Hills come out and say that, though? I mean, he's got flattened all them times by Dubois, flattened all them times by Ruiz. Vladimir's had him down, and he's been down several times in sparring and that. Obviously, the man's got beard problems, hasn't he? So, as Steve Wellings calls it on Boxing Asylum, first time I'd ever heard that when he was calling it somebody a problem with a chin, because yeah, he's got a beard problem. Beard problem. Hey, unbelievable. So we're going to finish off on this. Fury and AJ, it's still a big fight in it, but why are they coming out with Fury and AJ? If they win or lose, they're still going to fight. Of course, they're going to fight. They're not going to leave money on the table, are they? They'll sell it as whatever, won't they? But point I want to make is they're both past the best. Do you know what I mean? At least Mayweather were undefeated going into Pacquiao fight, wasn't he? But it is what it is. As for Fury Usyk 2, I'm going to come out on record now and say it doesn't happen December 21st. No, it doesn't happen December the 21st. There you go. All right. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Don't forget Racers Now, YouTube, Smidow's Horse Racing channel. And don't forget Porky's International, YouTube, our sister channel. And by the way, Super Bean, don't forget, I'm on you like Donkey Kong. When are you going to come out and tell us about how you beat cancer and which hospital? And you're going to thank the hospital and the doctors, and we can do a GoFund page for them, can't we? I'm not seeing any of that. I'm not seeing any of it. Why is that? Hey, like I said before, and I'll say it again, Super Bean. Once you tell a lie, you've got to tell another. All right, go on, pop, pop, bang.